Come on, get 5. Come on, get 5. 1. Come on, get 10 more. 1, 2, 3. Come on, you got him. 1, 2, 3. More. One. Three. 4. Come on, 10 more, no matter what. Let's go. 1, 3, 4. 1. Come on, finish. 1. 5 more. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4. Come on, 10 more. Finish. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. All right, just finished up a pretty amazing back workout. Felt really good. A really solid day today. Again, like I said, felt really good. I'm going to jump into some questions and comments now. I'm going to start with yesterday's video, which was day 109, shoulder day. And then if I have some time, I'm going to jump into a few other questions and comments that have come in recently on a few other videos. But again, we're going to start with day 109, which was a shoulder day, which was yesterday. First one here coming in from Daniel Andrus 2637. I'm new to your channel. Have you been a long-time believer in volume, or did you build a base through power? In the Navy, I built a base of 100-pound dumbbells, translating to sets of 3-plate bench, 245 shoulder press, over 1,000-pound leg press, and a 3-plate ass to grass set. I pretty much aimed for sets of 10. I've been less than consistent in my training. Also, I've never suffered injuries until recently. Aiming for 10 on the dumbbell aiming for 10 on the 120 dumbbells bench. I had a minor tear in the shoulder. My biggest question for you is whether you think you could have achieved your size and strength through volume, or if you needed to build a power base first. Long-winded, I apologize. No need to apologize. I appreciate the comment/question. First and foremost, it looks like you're getting back into the groove of things. Definitely stay consistent, stay focused, keep pushing yourself. Again, work hard, crazy intensity, and just keep pushing yourself and stay as consistent as possible in your training. So again, like I said, it looks like you're back in the groove, so that is awesome. The second part being the larger of the question as far as volume and what I would call intensity. And remember, guys, when we're talking about intensity, we're talking about a heavier weight and lower rep training style when we talk about intensity. So again, we're looking at weights that are closer in your max effort range with much lower reps and probably fewer sets. Where when we look at volume, we're looking at lighter weight, higher reps, more sets. And so again, going back to your question, building a base. Again, I know this is a broad response, but again, having both. So creating macro cycles that are tailored to both intensity and volume is crucial, I think. Building those macro cycles where you, again, maybe go, again, I look at a macro cycle, and some have their different opinions about what a macro cycle is. In my eyes, I'll go as low as maybe 12 weeks to the upwards of 20 plus weeks of a macro cycle. Again, it could be much longer than that. I probably would say that a lot of people out there would agree that going anything below and or at 12 weeks might be somewhat
somewhat low for a macro cycle. But either way, create a macro cycle that's dedicated to both philosophies. So create a macro cycle of weeks of training that involve intensity training cycles, where again, you're keeping your weights fairly heavy. I look at fairly heavy and or max effort work anywhere between the 85 to 95% range. And rep range could vary, but definitely lower reps, probably depending on what your body, how your body responds, and all of that. I mean, we're probably looking at reps as low as 1 to 3 to maybe in the area of 5 to 8, depending on where you are in that training cycle. So again, I would have a combination and variation of both, and I'd break those down into macro cycles. So again, you would train weeks of intensity work, and then you would rotate into weeks of more volume work. And creating that variation not only shocks the body, but will help you hit kind of best of both worlds. You'll build that bone density and mass and strength through, again, the intensity cycle, and then you will build that muscle endurance, work capacity, blood flow, pump, all that play a role with building mass, I believe. But for the most part, you change again how the body's responding and what the body basically essentially shocking the body in those rotations. So again, try to work them both in and create again macro cycles that reflect those types of training. So that's my response to that. Definitely appreciate the question and comment. Next one here is from Lapio822. Question: do you take or have you taken PEDs? Love the videos. Anyhow, hey, appreciate the question / comment. I'm going to answer this in several different ways. I am currently not taking anything. Have I in the past? Yes. A long time ago, towards the tail end of my competitive powerlifting days, I made a personal choice to use performance enhancement. Again, it was something that I, decided to do as an own personal choice. I was surrounded by, well-educated people. I put a lot of time in making that decision. And again, at that time, in what I was doing, competing in powerlifting, I was competing at a fairly high level. And again, it was just a time and place and a personal decision that I made to do. It's been a long time, and I can definitely say this personally, and I truly mean this, that you do not need performance enhancement. You do not need it. And again, that's my own personal opinion. You do not need it. Do I regret, or do I have second guessing or thoughts about, the short period of time in which I made those choices? Absolutely not. Experience is one of the most amazing gifts we can have, especially in this world of training, and I would not trade that for anything. So with that being said, I would definitely say that you do not need them. And I'm not promoting yes or no on that. I'm just saying from my own personal experience, it is something that you do not need. You do not need performance enhancement. You do not need it. And so with that being said, I also want to jump into another angle of this question, kind of a little bit off in left field. But there was a time, for all you old school meatheads out there who've been in this game for a long time, there was a time 20 plus years ago where the performance enhancement supplement world was way ahead of the research world. And what do I mean by that is there was a time and place way back in the day. If you were an old school meathead and in some old school gyms or just your basic commercial gyms, there was a time that things like 1AD, a pro hormone, Superdrol, different things, ephedrine, different things. I mean, you could go right to GNC, not even knowing, lest you were really involved and kind of knew the science behind things. But if you were just your general population gym goer, there was a time way back where you could go to GNC. And I know in GNC now, if you go, they have kind of that plexiglass case that needs to be unlocked by the employee, and it has, maybe test boosters and whatnot in it. Well, way back, I'd say, 20 plus years ago, there was a time in which you could go into GNC and get something like 1AD, which is a pro hormone. And I say that in a sense that it was ahead of the research. The Food and Drug Administration does, as you know, is a very unique part of the supplement world and how the Food and Drug Administration operates. A lot of the supplements, aren't necessarily approved by the Food and Drug Administration. But again, there was a point in this this time of supplementation where there's things were readily available and sold over the counter, and then come to find out they would become banned, or they would find ingredients in them that, again, were not legal. And found out through research that things like 1AD, Superdrol had great impacts on people's medical, specifically the liver. Any kind of oral supplement will obviously be filtered through the liver, pretty intensely, and can cause some issues down the road. So again, all this stuff was happening, and there was just, again, it was widely available. You could go to GNC. So I say all that to say there's also time throughout my time doing this, which has been a long time, that there was things you would take and you wouldn't even know that they were either banned or illegal, because it was just what was happening at the time. It was what everybody was talking about, and it was sold over the counter. I mean, literally going to GNC and buy these things. Of course, you look back now and you realize, as education comes out and as social media, has become more socially acceptable to these topics, you start looking at, you look at the past and you start diving into this stuff. I mean, again, the first hydroxycut that came out had ephedra in it. And people loved it. It was like the new big thing until, again, research and, Congress, government, however you want to put it, caught up to it and put some strains on it. So, again, I know it's a loaded kind of, response, but at some degree, I think it makes sense to kind of bring that into the picture as well. But like I said, no, not currently taking anything, have no plans to. And second, you do not need anything. Again, I'm so grateful for the experience that I had. It helped me realize, for me, what worked best. And training a long time now, 100% natural is just the way to go for me. It just couldn't be more grateful to have had that experience so that I could solidify in my head. Again, I'm ingrained in this. This is what I love to do, what I absolutely love to do. And so I could not be more grateful for that little experience that allowed me to make such crucial decisions now in my life about that. And so I am just so grateful for it. And again, I'll speak on the behalf of me in a very humble way. I am on day 110 of training, and I feel absolutely amazing. My nutrition's on point, everything is on point, and there's no need to utilize any PEDs. There's just no need to do it. So I could continue rambling, but I truly appreciate that comment/question. And I'm sorry I was a little long-winded on that, but I think it deserved that type of response. So appreciate the question and comment. Going to move on here to Marlon Cozy 8744. Brother, no days off. What's up, my man? Got a question. Sometimes both my shoulders hurt when I lift, but it's because I sleep hard on my shoulders. What exercises do you recommend? And thanks. Keep the content coming. Shout out to you for that comment and question. Appreciate all your comments and questions on the channel. As far as shoulder work, again, as I've been transparent and honest about shoulder work, I do not do any rehab, prehab, or any kind of warm-ups specific to any body part. I have no rotator issues. My shoulders feel great. Again, all my warm-ups are literally lightweight of the first exercise to get the day started. So in reference to kind of rotator work and specific kind of prehab and rehab for shoulder specific stuff, I don't have a lot of knowledge and a ton of experience, really doing it. Obviously, things like, doing band work and really kind of hitting rotator cuff type movements are obviously going to be beneficial to get your shoulders warm and to kind of get things, get the blood in there. They're also beneficial, obviously, in building up the little muscles around the shoulder. So with that being said, I would definitely say that if you can do work and you can really understand and in tune with your body, I would definitely say, in order to help any kind of shoulder or any other, muscle or tendon or ligament issue, is to really focus on building the muscles around those injuries or around those painful areas. You build those muscles around it, it protects it, it takes relief off the joints and tendons, and it really helps a lot. So as far as sleeping, I found out too that I had some shoulder discomfort because I was sleeping on my stomach and I always had my arm up like this. I did that for a long time, sleeping on my stomach, and come to find out it was a direct cause of some shoulder discomfort. I trained myself to sleep on my side, and all my shoulder discomfort went away. So take a look at that. I think that's important too. Regardless of the prehab, stretching, and rehab, I think looking at the way you sleep is important. Make some adjustments. I know it's not easy, especially if you're adapted to a certain way of sleeping or going to sleep. But with practice and taking time and adjusting how you sleep could really impact your shoulder health. Next one here is from Ivan Rodriguez, 518. Thumbs up emoji. Shout out to that. Another one here from Benny T3039. Do you ever do anything to warm up your rotator cuffs or had any shoulder injuries? I always have the external rotation exercise for shoulders, or else they'll have serious pain. I'll just kind of revert back to what I had just said in a previous comment. Again, no specific prehab, rehab, shoulder warm-ups or anything like that for rotator, anything like that. Again, just overall, I would say any injured area or any tenderness, really focus on building the muscles, the small muscles, the big muscles all around those areas. It will definitely help take relief off of, the pain and whatnot. May not fix it all, but again, building up the strength around those areas is extremely important. So shout out to that comment/question. Another one here from Tyler Porter, 5916. Watching Blood and Guts before the gym is the best way to get hyped up. So much intensity. Shout out to that. User Brandon Looney Tunes. Love the content you make. Shout out to you. Appreciate that. Got another one here from Outlaw Josie Wales. Damn, bro, your forearms have grown quads. I don't do any specific, forearm work. All I can say for forearms is get rid of the straps from time to time. Use that grip strength to hold the weight. And again, your forearms will definitely get stronger and bigger. Also, I do a lot of hammer curls, so I strongly suggest hitting some hammer curls in there to get those forearms as strong as possible. So shout out to that comment. Another one here from Luke MCC Abe. Luke MCC Abe 4619. Subscribe, Lifting Years, and find this channel. Excellent. Thanks for posting, brother. Absolutely. Shout out to you. Appreciate it. Welcome to the family, so to speak. Definitely appreciate the comment. Got another one here from Total Knob Fishing 1753. Yo, Big Daddy, curious how you amassed your dungeon gym. Did you troll Craigslist, garage sales, and gym closings? That's how I did it. Keep repping. Gym closing. Over 20 years ago, old school hardcore gym that I love to go to. I was a faithful member for years. I got really close with the owner there, and as soon as that gym was about to go out of business, the owner gave me first dibs on all the equipment. Well, basically all the equipment that you see down here. I actually have more equipment in my garage. I have a leg extension Smith machine. I have 2 more benches, and I actually have a monolift out there, which obviously the monolift will not fit down here, but eventually I'll get some of that other equipment moved down here, but got really lucky. And as I will plan to do in the near future is another gym tour video. The majority of the equipment you see down here has an amazing history to it. And I'll just leave it there. It has an amazing history. So not only does it represent the old school hardcore dumbbells and iron and barbells, there's also some immense history behind this equipment, which I'll definitely go into in the near future. But shout out to that comment. Another one here from Drake Allen Wilson, 8983. Hey man, I love the videos and the training. I just built a home gym myself, very old school, very hardcore. How much do you feel hardcore training environment aids in training, and what ways do you try to establish that in your own gym? Awesome, love the comment. So environment is essential. Now that's not saying you can't bring your own personal environment to a gym, but creating a hardcore old school training environment is pretty simple. Have a lot of plates, get yourself a rack of dumbbells, get a few barbells, get a rack or two, and get after it. I mean, it's that simple. It doesn't get more complicated than that. If you stick to the old school philosophies and the foundational lifts for muscle splits, again, using free weights, the old school style is unlimited. You could do absolutely anything and create your own gym just with a few pieces. So keep doing what you're doing, create your own spot, create your own environment. And again, like I said, environment is key to the mentality and the hardcore intensity that you bring to the table when you train. Not to say you can't bring that same environment, intensity, and stuff outside into a commercial gym and whatnot. But again, having your own is just that much better. So appreciate that comment and shout out to you for that. Another one here from Pedro Rodriguez, 1931. Basic and heavy movements, old brutal school. Fancy stuff, brother. Love that, big boy. Absolutely. Shout out to you. As I think you meant not so fancy, but either way, Pedro Rodriguez, appreciate all your comments and questions on the channel. Truly appreciated. Another one here from Handong JK. Yeah, that's one, my man. Good to see you always keeping it real and old school. Shout out to that. Appreciate that. Another one here from Jake Shelton, 3655. On your way to the top sets, are you doing 20 plus reps? Like, for example, on set 2 and 3, are you going all out or lower weight and reps, like feeder sets up to like 7 and 8? Also, what's your rest between sets? Thanks so much for all the awesome videos and answers. Loving every minute of it. So I've said in previous videos, definitely appreciate the question and comment. As I said in previous videos, my rep range, again, overall is higher volume. I'm looking for, anywhere between the 12 and 20 range. And what I do is on my second set of every exercise, that set sets the rep range for my next sets. So if I hit 20 on my second set, the goal is to hit 20 reps regardless of weight. It's either staying the same as my second set or either bumping it up a little bit heavier, all right, and to get 20 to meet the second set rep range. So trying to get 20 for the rest of the sets. Now, if I don't hit that because I've either kept the weight the same or I've moved up in weight, what I'll do is I'll do a drop set. So let's say on my fifth set, I'm shooting for 20 reps. I have the weight the same or I've increased the weight a little bit and I only hit 15. The goal right there, and I pushed that 15. It was a grinder. The goal right there from then is knowing in my head I got to hit 20, so I'll do a drop set. So I'll get rid of that heavier weight, drop to a lighter weight, and then finish the set out to make sure that I hit 20 or more. So that's basically how my philosophy works around set and rep range and what the volume looks like right now. So appreciate the comment/question. Another one here from Josh Neal, 2314. You got to hand it to this guy. He is so consistent. People can talk and make excuses, but this guy makes me realize to just go out there and get it done. He's an inspiration for everyone, and that's why he looks like he's on gear. No talking BS or looking at his phone, just pure old school hard work. Josh Neal, shout out to you for that. Absolutely. Again, philosophy. Let the training form the physique. Who cares about a six-pack? Who cares about if your proportions are off? Who cares? Who cares? Train hard, push yourself, love what you do, and I can promise you, if you push it and you work hard, you're going to train a physique that looks absolutely hardcore. You're gonna create a physique that looks like you train like a madman. So keep pushing yourself. The physique will come with the training. Your physique will come with what type of training you put into it. So again, appreciate the comment and shout out to that. Got another one here from Richard Briogan, Instagram question mark. No, I don't have any other social media other than YouTube. Shout out to the question. Another one here from Buy YouTube Views, A014. Success is not the key to happiness. Happiness is the key to success. If you love what you're doing, you'll be successful. Albert Schwartzer. Appreciate that. Shout out to that comment. Another one here from, MH Turbo Guy. Hell yeah, good shoulder workout, man, and an awesome video. I hit shoulders today myself. Only difference is in our workouts is I couldn't scream in the gym. Too many damn people around sitting on machines looking at their phones. Shout out to that, man. Shout out to that. Yeah, one of the, again, as I talk about philosophies, this old school hardcore mindset is really trying to, bring back, bring back the mindset. Like, how could you be distracted, right? It's, again, I could go on a whole rant about this, but either way, shout out to that comment. Got another one here from Rain Aldemer 936. People look at you because of your size when you go for a walk. Blood. No, I don't know. I don't really pay attention. Maybe they do, maybe they don't. I just go out and do what I got to do, but I don't really pay attention. But either way, shout out to the comment/question. Another one here from Alan Dolnick, 3264. Alan, what's going on, bro? Schwarzenegger told the bodybuilding lady that everything is life or death for him. There is no other explanation for it. I get it. All right. Shout out to that. Appreciate the comment and the words of wisdom from Schwarzenegger. Got another one here from Dave Kenderdine. Dave, what's going on, bro? Set 5 of the Seat of Militaries was a real grinder. Killed it. Yeah, it was. Definitely appreciate the feedback and comment on that one. It definitely was a grinder for sure. Another one here from Dave. Haha, yes, the OG NO Explode and Ultimate Orange were the best. Yeah, they were. I mean, I don't think I've had anything that even matches or touches the original NO Explode. And that's my personal opinion, but that's tough. And I remember, I believe it was just Fruit Punch. That first one that came out was just Fruit Punch. And maybe like lemonade, and then they came out with the blue raspberry, and then that was it for me. That was my go-to every workout was the blue raspberry NO after drinking the fruit punch for months and months and months. But either way, shout out to that. Got another one here from user Brandon Looney Tunes fan 2000. You're awesome. Appreciate the comment. Travis, got another one here from Travis Neighbors. Just found your channel, and we are basically on the same day. That is absolutely awesome. Keep going. Keep pushing yourself. Love it. Got another one here from David Chapman, 6609. Hey, brother, good stuff on this channel. If you don't mind me asking, what do you do for a day job? And also, what made you want to start everyday training? Coming from a fellow lifter who's up early in the morning, getting it in as well in the cold-ass gym. Can't shake the love I have for this shit, man. As I can tell, you have the same passion. So I am a director of a large behavioral health agency that focuses on serving individuals with both mental health and substance use. And it's a very busy work day for me. Plus, I have an amazing family, a beautiful girlfriend that also, I love spending time with. So again, I have to get up early. 90% of the time, I'm down in the gym around anywhere between 2 and 2:30. I get it done. Get the training over with because I love to do it. It's what I get to do. I get that done, get my meals ready, get ready for work, get the kids situated, and rock and roll. And then I come home and I get to spend quality time with the family. So again, that's that there. Let me see what was on the other question there. Everyday training. I love to do it. And I figure, not only do I love to do it, as I said in many videos, this is just a part of what I am. This is what I do. This is you could call it second nature, a human characteristic. The best way I explain it is I treat training the same way as I treat breathing. This is what I do. It's a part of what I am, and it's just a part of just a part of me. So why train every day? Because I get to and I recover. I'm recovering. I don't know. If I have an opportunity to train every day and feel amazing doing it, I'm going to. And I really don't have another comment to add to that. But I appreciate the comment and the questions. Another one here from Barrett's Privateer 7162. Nice. I did shoulders today too. Really blasted them good. Love it always. Shout out to Barrett's Privateer, Mike. Shout out to you, bro. Keep killing it. Another one here from You Gotta Be a Freak. I sent another remix. I got it. Love it. I'll definitely send you back a response. Appreciate that. Really do appreciate your time you put into that. But I will definitely get back to you. Absolutely love it. Got another one here from Fredro Pirret 3841. One more. Absolutely. Get 5, get 10, get 1. Just get after it. Push yourself. Shout out to that. Another one here from Rice W. Adobu. War Mode Idol. Shout out to that comment. I like it. Love it. Shout out to that. Got another one here from GS Studies 7354. Isn't it day 109? I love the content. It's very useful when I don't know what to do in my workouts. Thanks for the content. I did. Thank you for that. I made the correction as soon as I saw this come in. I appreciate that. Yeah, I think I put 108. But yeah, it was day 109. So appreciate the heads up on that, and I made that correction. And our last one on this video is from Matthew Strength 3265 with his usual emojis. Shout out to Matthew Strength. I'm just going to scan quick some other videos or some recent comments that have come in. Let's see here. Got one that just came in on the arm day, which was day 108. From Daniel Anandris again. Maybe a silly question, but I would never juice. But I sometimes, but is something the doctor would prescribe worth it? I only ask because a guy with your physique no doubt has this asked of him. Again, I don't have any specific response to that. Again, my initial thought is you have to do your research. Educate yourself, talk to your doctors, and kind of get the feedback. I, as I said previously in this video to one of the initial comments, is, my personal opinion, and currently living it right now and living it for a long time. Medical enhancement, performance enhancement, at the level in which we all know what we're talking about, you don't need it. I can see if you're one way I can kind of consider. And another thing on this too is the age-old question of like, what do you think about those, or the people that are on performance enhancement, they're cheating, and those that aren't. Regardless of that, if you respect the iron, and if you know what I'm talking about, if you've been in this game for a while and you truly respect the iron, none of it matters. If you truly respect this game, respect the iron, and trust me, they're easy people to see. Regardless of what you're taking or not taking, if you respect and you are genuine and respect the iron with integrity, who cares? Make a personal decision for yourself. Do the research, do the education, talk to medical providers, figure out what works best for you, and make that decision. And go in it with 100% confidence of the decision you're making. And the only way you do that is either through experience or through education, research, knowledge, talking to the appropriate people, and making the right decision. For me, at this point, what I'm doing, I'm absolutely loving it. I'm responding amazingly. It's been a long time, and I am just enjoying every part of it. And I can say from personal experience for a long time now that you do not need anything. I mean, you don't. Put the time in, work hard. I'm on day 110 today, and I'm absolutely loving it. So again, going on another rant, going back to that question. Again, it's all personal preference and what you think will work best for you. I think it's awesome, consulting with a medical doctor, getting that insight. If you're up in age, I think it's a much more needed conversation, especially if you're getting older. Again, a lot of science around the responsible use is huge. You can't debate the science, the positives. As long as you're doing it correctly and you're reaching out to the right people and you're doing it with responsibility. And again, aging is a big factor in all of this. And if you want to feel good, stay healthy, there's certain ways about going to do that. So again, long-winded question, but either way, I hope I responded appropriately to it. Appreciate it. And you want to know what, guys? With that, we are going to wrap it up. Got to get ready to rock and roll. And so we will see you guys next time. I appreciate all the questions and comments. We'll see you guys for the next lift tomorrow.